Hi, I'm Chelsea Garza with Windermere Group 1. A little bit about me. I am a farmer's daughter. I grew up in Othello, and our family farm was about 4,600 acres. And my childhood home was a beautiful piece of property that my dad manicured and he loves, still to this day. And it was a custom-built home back in the 80s with professional landscaping, and I'd say at a young age I kind of acquired that taste for the finer side of real estate, not really realizing later what it would lead to. But now looking back and seeing all the real estate that I was involved in then to now, I think has given me a kind of an upper edge. I have been doing real estate for a little over 3 years now, and I probably should have got into it 2 years before I did, but oh well, live and learn, right? I got into real estate for the main fact of I love homes and I love people. And so I figured, hey, might as well blend the two together. I love my community and I love where I live, and I think it's really fun to be able to bring people home to that place where they can come and it's their safe haven and they can make memories at. And when I get to be a part of that and check in on them, you know, months later, years later, and talk to them later, it's just fun. It just kind of makes life that much sweeter when you know you've had a role to play in bringing them home. I'd say what distinguishes me from other agents in my community is my tenacity and my pride in communication. I love the fact that you can always count on me to communicate as best as I can and really have you involved in the transaction and never really wondering like, well, what are we doing and where things are at and what's going on. And I don't like to have any lag or any wonder. And I also like to be real. I would say I've been told lately that I'm a cool realtor. I've had people come into open houses and they're like, you're the coolest realtor I've ever met. And I'm like, really? Okay, well, cool, great. And I guess they can just grasp that I'm being real and I'm not being fake. And somebody that asked me that last, my reply was, well, I love what I do. And so when you love what you do, it's easy to do it well. I'd say my favorite thing about my job is helping people and communicating with them and helping them really find that place that they're going to love, not just for, you know, today and tomorrow, but for a lot longer than that. No matter where they're at in life, I enjoy that. I think the qualities you should look for when you hire a real estate agent are someone who is outgoing, they communicate well, they're reliable, they're trustworthy, and they're an educator all in that same sense, but not too arrogant to where they don't stay humble. I have been selling Sensi, having that home business for over 11 years, and I have built it from the bottom up, and there have been hard times and there have been good times. And I'd say throughout all of it, it's just that determination to not give up and to not quit. And I think that people know me as that, and they know that I've prided myself in that business for over a decade, that they know the type of person that I'll be when I help them with their real estate needs. We've lived in West Richland for a little over 6 years. We built our home here, a custom build while I was pregnant, and we had looked at all the houses in a lot of other areas and we couldn't find the right one, so we picked West. And I was a little reluctant at first because I thought that was like way out there. My husband works at Hanford, and so for him, he was thrilled. And me, I'm like, well, that's kind of like in the country. I've already lived in the country. I don't want to live in the country. But really, I'm not really in the country. I'm, 3 minutes from Yokes, which is great. And I'm central kind of to everything. And I love the fact that I live in the city, but I feel like I live in the country because I don't have all the hustle and bustle around me, and I can go and put myself into it and I can take myself out of it just about as quick as I got there. I think you should hire me as your realtor because I am unlike anyone else. I'm authentic, I'm honest, I'm hardworking, and I don't give up when there's a challenge put in front of me.